I don't care what political party you're from or what your policies are. On this question, can a woman have a penis? The answer is no. And politicians need to acknowledge this in order to protect women-only spaces. A caller, Jane, rightly pointed this out.
Jane, I am listening, and I've long championed women's spaces, biological women's spaces. And Jane, it goes back many years. Before I was a politician, I was the Director of Public Prosecutions between 2008 and 2013.
No, I don't care about all of that. What I care about is you saying that you're going to allow men to identify as women, making GRCs easier, and then they can come into women's spaces.
Jane, when it comes to women's spaces, biological women's spaces, in relation to the particular example I was going to point you to was when I was doing work trying to drive up the protection for women who've been subjected to violence, domestic violence, sexual violence.
Which is not interested in the past.
This is daily. This is toilets, changing rooms. This isn't about what you have done. This is about what we want to be done.
Jane, just hear me out.
We don't care about what you did in the past. We want you to say sex cannot be changed, and you will protect us from men coming into our space.
I have protected in the past and worked with those protecting women's spaces. Jane,
can you say now that you will not allow men, biological men, under any guise, to come into women's safe spaces?
We will, of course, protect...
Can you say that? Because we shouldn't have to be kind to these very few men. You need to think about 51% of the population who are sick of the absolute twaddle that comes out of your mouth when we ask these questions.
Yeah, Jane...
Look, here isn't the only one who seems confused. Here's Ed Davey.
So a woman can have a penis?
Well, quite clearly.
It was a while ago. I mean, maybe he's changed his mind. And more confusion from David Lammy the other day.
Is it transphobic to say only women have a cervix, David?
I don't know if it's transphobic, but it's not accurate, Nick. I mean, obviously, it's probably the case that only that trans women don't have ovaries, but a cervix, I understand, is something that you can have following various procedures.
Maybe like being born a woman. Please, no more messing with language or making out that the term woman can be used to describe a biological male. A biological male who is a trans person is not a different type of woman, but a different type of man, and vice versa. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging this, and it's not transphobic for me to point this out. Being a woman is not a caricature or a set of behaviours. It is a biological reality, and forcing me or any other person to deviate from this is confusing to subsequent generations and always seems to impact women negatively. We all agree that people from every walk of life should be treated with dignity and respect, but you cannot escape or medicate out of biological reality or from the pros and cons that come with each sex. I'm tired of this being used as a political football. I want female-only spaces to be protected by whoever gets into power, and the only way to do that is to ensure that facts trump feelings. A man can never become a woman, and a woman can never become a man. It's not transphobic, it's the truth.